Alright guys, just want to talk about three things people say that they've noticed, or three myths related to the gym that just makes no sense. Number one, lifting weights make you bigger. And you tend to hear this a lot more with women, a lot of women, right? Which, when you think about it, makes no sense, right? So, this might come as a shock to some people, to others it might not. But the body does not use weights to build anything, right? The only thing the weights do, they provide resistance, and what that does in the end is it tears the muscle, so that whatever you want to do after that, the body is open to it, right? So lifting weights does not make you bigger. For you to get bigger, you need to eat food. That's why you see a lot of builders on work sites and stuff. They lift stuff all the time. They don't get any bigger. It's because their body gets used to them lifting weights. Plus, they're not eating enough food to get them that extra weight, or their bodies are always burning tons of calories. So lifting weights alone can never make you bigger. Never. It's just not possible. If you just lift weights and you tear the muscle and then you don't eat anything to replenish, how are you getting bigger? You can't. All right? So that's one. Number two, carbohydrates are bad for you. Now that's a funny thing, because carbohydrates give you energy. So you need energy to get through your day. That's one thing. Carbohydrates aren't bad for you. It's just like with everything else, everything in moderation. Now, based on what you're doing, if you're trying to cut your diet in and you're trying to, tone up on all these things, then too much carbohydrates will make it a lot harder for you to get to that level you want to get at. But you do need some carbohydrates to have some energy for you to go through the day. Just to go to the gym, even to wake up, to walk, you need some carbs to give you that energy. So carbohydrates aren't bad for you. It's just based on what it is you're trying to achieve and how much you take. So it's everything in moderation as usual. So that's that. 3. Aerobic training is the best way to lose fat. And this is mainly like geared to, when I say aerobic training, like people who do the same movement like for long periods of time, like just walking on the treadmill, or running on the treadmill, or cycling. It's good, right? It's good. You do burn. A lot of the times people see themselves sweat and they think, ooh, I'm burning a lot of fat. Not necessarily. You're losing a lot of water weight, a lot of water content. That's what happens with the sweat, right? Cardio is good. Don't get me wrong. Cardio is good. Increases the heart rate, all of that, right? But the best way to lose fat is not from just aerobic training. It's from high intensity interval training, the whole HIIT thing I hear about, and including some weights, adding some resistance, doing stuff where the muscles become more active, so that when you eat, the muscles need to feed to get bigger, right? All these things help speed up your metabolic rate, and therefore your body burns more, right? So if your body constantly knows it's getting food, right, the last thing it will try to do is store food, and therefore it won't store the food in forms of fat because it knows it's constantly getting food. So your body will keep burning. So the more you do stuff where your body tears the muscle and it has to rebuild the muscle, then it will help you in that your body will try to feed the muscle instead of try to save energy in terms of fat so you can use it later on. So those are the three things I just want to talk about. I just want to put some light on that. Lifting weights make you bigger. Not true. You need to eat to get bigger. Carbohydrates are bad for you. Not true. You need carbohydrates for energy. It's based on what phase you're going through. You might cut down on the amount of carbs you take in. And aerobic training is the best way to lose fat. Not really. Try high intensity interval training. Get some weights in there. Break the muscle down and make sure you eat regularly, so that when the body looks at your schedule, it realizes, oop, I'm getting food all the time. I don't need to store fat. There you go. All right, and everything in moderation, so don't overeat. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out the channel. Those of you subscribed, thank you. Those of you not subscribed, go ahead, show some love and support. Got more good videos for you coming soon. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.